The state has today expressed regret for inviting a Somaliland official to diplomatic luncheon hosted by President Uhuru Kenyatta in State House, Nairobi, where the Somali ambassador Mohamud Ahmed Noor was also a guest after an angry Mogadishu accused Nairobi of violating its sovereignty. A Foreign Affairs Ministry note sent to Somali Embassy in Nairobi says, and I quote, "The presence of the Somaliland flag at the State House meeting was inadvertent and inappropriate." End of quote. The letter further said, and I quote, "The ministry further wishes to reaffirm its recognition of the sovereignty of one federal Somali government and the integrity of the federal Somali state. Any inconvenience or embarrassment caused is deeply regretted." End of quote. The matter arose after Somalia's ambassador to Kenya, Mohamud Ahmed Noor Tazan, walked out of the luncheon hosted in Kenyatta for the diplomatic corps. A representative from the self-declared independent Somaliland liaison office was also among the guests, which the ambassador saw was inappropriate. In a letter to Nairobi yesterday, Somaliland's foreign ministry said the Somali envoy protested the participation of the public of Somaliland at the event. They said, and I quote, "Unfortunately, Kenya had intentionally invited a person from Somaliland to Kenyatta's briefing to the diplomatic corps and had provided equal privileges as that of a sovereign state despite the protest made by the Somali ambassador." End of quote. It further demanded for apologies, and I quote, "In this regard, Somali demands a full explanation of this violation of our sovereignty from the Republic of Kenya." The government of Somaliland said it was disappointed by the action of the Somali ambassador. Somaliland declared its independence 30 years ago, but Somalia recognizes it as its federal state. The protest came just days after President Uhuru Kenyatta had traveled to Mogadishu to attend the inauguration of President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud and promised better ties between the two sides that had briefly cut diplomatic relations in December 2020. Somalia also pledged to reopen the Miraa market for Kenya. Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Peter Munya said the two heads of state dialogue on the sale of Miraa into Somalia in exchange for the sale of fish into Kenya materialized, awaiting official documents to be signed in a week's time. He said the bilateral airspace service agreement lifted the ban on the passenger and cargo planes from Somalia to Nairobi. Angela Cheror, K24 TV, Nairobi.